Hello, weather watchers. Do you feel that wind? See those dark clouds rolling in? Something powerful is about to happen. A storm is coming. Weather is one of the most amazing forces on our planet. From gentle rain to powerful thunderstorms, from fluffy clouds to tornadoes, weather shapes our world every single day. But what causes the weather? How do storms form? And why does it rain sometimes but not others? Let's chase some weather and discover the incredible science of storms. Don't worry, we'll observe safely. Weather happens because of three simple ingredients: the sun, the atmosphere, and water. Let me show you how they work together. First, the sun heats different parts of Earth differently. Land heats up faster than water. Dark surfaces heat up more than light ones. The equator gets more direct sunlight than the poles. This uneven heating is what starts everything. When air gets heated, it rises. Think of a hot air balloon. Warm air goes up. When warm air rises, cooler air rushes in to take its place. This moving air is what we call wind. All wind is just air trying to balance out temperature differences. Now add water. When the sun heats oceans, lakes, and rivers, water evaporates. It turns into invisible water vapor and rises into the air. This water vapor is the secret ingredient for clouds and rain. So weather is basically Earth's way of moving heat and water around. The sun provides energy, the air moves it around, and water makes it visible as clouds and rain. Clouds are like weather's report cards. They tell us what's happening in the sky. Let's learn to read them. Those puffy, cotton ball clouds? Those are cumulus clouds. They form on nice days when warm air rises and cools. The water vapor condenses into tiny water droplets, millions and millions of them, and that's what we see as a white fluffy cloud. See those flat gray clouds covering the whole sky like a blanket? Those are stratus clouds. They often bring steady, gentle rain or drizzle. They form when air gently rises over a large area. And those thin, wispy clouds way up high? Those are cirrus clouds. They're made of ice crystals instead of water droplets because it's so cold way up there. They often mean weather is changing. But the most exciting clouds are cumulonimbus, the giant storm clouds. They tower up like mountains in the sky, sometimes over 10 miles tall. These are thunderstorm factories. Now let's talk about the most dramatic weather, thunderstorms. They're like nature's fireworks show. Inside storm clouds, ice crystals and water droplets are bouncing around like crazy. All this movement creates static electricity, the same kind that makes your hair stand up when you rub a balloon. Eventually, so much electrical charge builds up that zap. It has to be released. That's lightning. A lightning bolt is hotter than the surface of the sun and can travel at 270,000 miles per hour. And that boom, that's thunder. Lightning heats the air so fast it explodes outward, creating a shock wave we hear as thunder. Light travels faster than sound, so we see lightning before we hear thunder. Here's a cool trick. Count the seconds between lightning and thunder, then divide by 5. That's how many miles away the storm is. See? Flash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about 1 mile away. Remember, lightning is dangerous. If you can't hear thunder, you're close enough to be struck. Always go inside during thunderstorms. And here comes the rain. This is the water cycle in action, nature's recycling system. Those water droplets and clouds keep bumping into each other and combining. When they get too heavy to float, they fall as rain. If it's cold enough, they freeze into snowflakes or hail instead. But here's the amazing part. This water has been cycling around Earth for billions of years. The rain falling now might have been in the ocean last week, in a cloud yesterday, and in a dinosaur's drinking water millions of years ago. Rain falls on land, flows into streams and rivers, reaches the ocean, evaporates back into the air, forms clouds, and falls as rain again. It's an endless cycle. Water never gets used up, it just keeps moving around. And water is the only thing on Earth that naturally exists in all three forms: solid ice, liquid water, and invisible water vapor. This shape-shifting ability is what makes weather possible. Sometimes the weather gets really extreme. Let's talk about nature's most powerful storms. Tornadoes form when different air masses clash. Warm, moist air meets cool, dry air, creating spinning winds. A tornado is like a giant vacuum cleaner in the sky with winds that can reach 300 miles per hour. They're incredibly powerful, but usually quite small and short-lived. Hurricanes are massive spinning storms that form over warm ocean water. They can be hundreds of miles wide and last for weeks. The warm ocean provides energy, making the storm grow stronger and stronger. When they reach land, they bring powerful winds and heavy rain. Even regular storms follow patterns. Cold fronts bring quick, heavy rain. Warm fronts bring slower, steadier rain. High pressure usually means nice weather. Low pressure often brings storms. The good news? Scientists can track, predict these storms. Weather satellites in space, radar systems, and computer models help meteorologists warn people days in advance so everyone can stay safe. Look, after the storm comes something magical, a rainbow. That's sunlight breaking into all its colors through water droplets. Weather creates some of the most beautiful sights on Earth. Weather affects everything: what we wear, what we do, what grows, and where we live. Understanding weather helps us stay safe and appreciate the incredible forces shaping our planet. We've chased storms and explored the sky, but next time we're going higher. We're going to float through the clouds themselves and explore the atmosphere. Get ready to dance in the clouds and discover the layers of air surrounding Earth. Keep watching the sky. Weather warriors. Every cloud has a story to tell.